What is believed to be the largest anti-fracking rally ever held in the UK has been staged in Manchester. Protesters insist the drilling method pollutes their neighbourhood and even causes earthquakes. They say they shouldn't have to rebuild their homes because of corporate greed. So further reports from the event.
Well, the sun's been shining here in Manchester, but there's one development that the people who've taken to the streets here don't like, and that's the British government's move towards increased shale gas exploration. Just a few miles away from where Sunday's protest took place, Barton Moss, an area that's already seen fracking take place. So what is fracking? Hydraulic fracturing, or fracking, is the controversial technique for recovering gas and oil from shale rock. Shale gas production is already well underway in the US, but stories about water contamination and earth tremors as a result of fracking have led to growing concern in the UK. The government have tried to win support for the expansion of the controversial process by saying it could bring 74,000 jobs and more than £3 billion of investment to the country. But not everyone's convinced.
My feelings at the moment are pretty neutral. I don't feel like there's enough evidence to say why fracking is good, and I don't think there's enough evidence to say why fracking is bad.
This fracking is taking place right, 6 miles away. It's taking place in a residential area. We've already seen the very, very strong evidence that it causes earthquakes.
The reality is, though, with the government firmly behind the industry, exploratory drilling in the UK will be pushing ahead. Earlier this year, French energy giant Total announced plans to invest in 2 exploratory wells in the UK, despite there being a moratorium on fracking in their own country. But the actual amount of extractable shale reserves in the UK is as yet still unknown. Public sentiment too over the issue is difficult to gauge. A recent poll commissioned by the University of Nottingham suggested public support for fracking has been decreasing. This has been described as the largest anti-fracking rally to take place in the UK so far, and certainly hundreds of people, as you can see, have taken to the streets to join in the rally. And as more exploratory drilling begins to take place in the UK, you could see this until now relatively small anti-fracking movement begin to find a louder voice. Sarah Firth, RT, reporting from Manchester.